Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is a behind the scenes here. I don't know. I just got inspired. I'm sitting there doing this research. It's August the 7th, 3:40 in the afternoon Central Standard Time. Preseason. I've got about 11 drafts going, slow drafts going, and I'm sitting here finally getting around to targets per game by team and position. I've already done, and you hadn't seen that, but I will circle back around. But I don't know, I just got inspired to show you what I'm doing here by position. Eventually I'm going to get to player, but I'm doing this right now. And so I've got team, position, and then the average of the targets per game to all that position. So all running backs, tight ends, or wide receivers. So I think, and I'm going to calculate percentage per year and probably graph that out to try to look at trends. But I use colorization here to go ahead and highlight highs and lows, and you can just kind of see me here. So I'll talk about the data here in just a second, but let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, so let me copy that, hit our formatting tool, and let's see what happens here. And then I'll come back and talk about it here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, forgot to do that. Yeah, shit. Okay. Yeah, see, not everything works at once, does it? No. No, no. So if you ever wonder why it takes time, I try to do this and make it easy to see. There's a lot of metrics, I live in the world of numbers. And it's funny when I say that, one of my best friends I've been knowing since 5th grade, he's a mechanical engineer. Pretty much a math genius, I suspect. He lives in the world of numbers. Compared to me, I don't know anything when we took stats together, he had to understand where the formulas came from. I just had to learn how to use them. So it's kind of like I just had to learn how to drive a damn car. I didn't have to learn how it worked or put it together or make it or design it. That's what the engineers can do for you. But sometimes they live in their own number world. So, but anyway, compared to most of the hee-haws on fantasy Twitter, I guess I do live in the world of numbers here. Anyway, let's just show you an example. Again, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. Boy, 2013, it was, look at it, 6.8. Look at, that must have been, I don't have time to hunt this down, but this is some fun stats. Look at the craziness of the wide receivers. It's like, I don't even believe that. That's crazy. Anyway, here's 2022, 2021. And thing that jumps out of me, and the reason I'm all in on Zach Ertz as my third tight end. Not my first, not my second. We'll flip a coin. But in best ball, he was my third tight end. He was free. That's why. Is last 2 years, look at Arizona. They have look at the 2 years before. It's like they didn't even use their tight end. And now they kind of really jumped in. So I don't know if there was a coaching change here or whatever. The real factoid people will know that. I just see the data and it tells me there's a value there in tight ends. Just thought I'd show you when I get some idea. Boy, here, look at Atlanta here. Look at Ritter. Oh, man. Look at poor Kyle Pitt. Everybody, well, he had a bad season. Well, hell. 1.9 targets per game for all. I mean, I know he wasn't the only tight end, but there were some others, but they don't use their tight ends. They don't use their running backs. They didn't use anybody because Ritter wasn't passing, folks. And, I know everybody's about Bijan. I hope Bijan can rush because, boy, they don't like to throw. I mean, 0.09. Curious to see what happens, It can't get any worse, can it? I don't think it can. Baltimore, it's like, look at the tight end. Everybody drafts. Why do we draft Andrews? Well, he's used. How do we know he's used? Look at this. 3.9, 4.0, 4. Look at Arizona, 2. Look, barely 2. Look at that. 4.0. In fact, if we scan, I don't know, even higher than Kansas City. Look at that. There's Kelsey. He's the second best. So when you look across the data, Kelsey is not getting as much as the Andrews type. Okay? So Baltimore really works on their tight end. And look, they are mad at their running backs. That's what Dobbins, I don't care who they throw. That's the reason it's in PPR, you're just not getting that bonus there. Look at that. And look at the wide receivers. 2.9. Come on. Anyway, I don't know. I'm glad somebody's drafting those folks. Buffalo has been skewing to the wide receiver. Nothing really surprising. Looks like it's about, I don't know what the average is. See, I need to look at the average, and I could go to the pivot table, and I probably will look at the average here of the league, do a box and whisker of each team. Maybe I'll do it that way and look at just what has they done the last years, just kind of their overview here. But 1.8 looks pretty good. Wasn't as good as 2021. Let's see what else. Look at Chicago. Fields better step it up. Everybody's talking about Fields. I hope he can step it up. I'm glad he's a rushing quarterback because, wow, look at these are sad numbers here. Burrow does love those running backs. Yeah, I know it's P. Ryan and whatnot, but still, Mixon could collect. And I don't know who the number 2 is, but if he's a pass catcher in Cincinnati's definitely worth a hard look. So you can use this data to focus you in, folks. Not, I have a gut feeling. This is your season. He's a Blake breakout. He's a bust. Nobody even knows what that means. I've got data here. I know I hadn't finished with all of it. We hadn't figured it all out yet. But I just want to show you when you do this data, I have this. So if you're drafting in the same league as me, look at what I have. What you got? Clowns on Twitter? I sorry. I wouldn't be listening to those chumps. Okay. Cleveland. Cleveland, I don't know. They do like their tight end a little bit. I'm sitting there looking at some of these tight end numbers. And so, see, 2.8 doesn't look too bad here. Well, it's not great, but not too bad. Let's see, Detroit. Goff really, I know everybody talking about Sun God, but look at that. 3.4. He could do better. That tight end, I don't know who their tight end's going to be. Did he get hurt? Boy, that number could drop. Running back's looking good. Green Bay, it's all about the running backs getting those targets there. Look at the wide receiver. Again, Aaron's gone, so we'll see what Jordan can do. Okay, but boy, the tight ends, they were sad last year. Everybody talking about Aaron Rodgers loves his tight ends. How you figure that? Where's that data? Indianapolis and the tight ends. Do like Johnny Woods, 2.5 is not bad. That gets my attention. Ingram, 1.9. It could be better. People drafting a little high. I'm cautious on him. They love the running backs. 4.6 is not. If we look across there, is there anybody so far that, yeah, Arizona, 4.7. And Jacksonville, 4.6. So they love that. So I'm assuming Lawrence is going to pepper his wide receivers. So expect some deep wide receivers that have some streaming value this year. Kansas City, look at the second best tight end. Look at that, 3.2. And the running backs 1.5 before 1. So they're I know McKinnon, but other than that, that's about the name of that tune. Chargers, I know Eckler just not getting what he needs. Come on, folks, look at that. They should, with him, it should be 2.9, 2.8. Look, 2.1. You can see the weakness of the teams. Looking at this, look at the Rams, 1.5. That is just sad. Look at the pass Rams. I know Stafford got hurt, but hope he can bounce back from that. Raiders, they love Waller. Look at that, 3.0. That's not bad. Waller's definitely. I know he's got injuries, but there it is, injuries. That's good. Miami, glad Gesicki got out of there. Because look, New England. So, folks, look at this move. Gesicki to Gesicki here. Double the show. Double the show. Gesicki gets my attention as a tight end 2. I mean, love him as a tight end 3, but gets my attention there. New Orleans was awful sad. They need to step it up. Hopefully Carr can turn them around. Here's the Rams. They need, was he in the Rams? Yeah, Carr. He don't need this. They need to do that. And Carr loves his tight ends, or did. So this number may bump back up, folks. That's why they went out and got Jimmy Graham. You wonder why? That's why. So just be aware. He's going to have some situational streaming value. Not seasonal value. Jets, Breece Hall, pepper. So Aaron Rodgers is going to have somebody, lots of them to throw at, so that's good. Not sure this tight end number won't go down. That number's probably going to go up, but Aaron has been all about the running backs. So I'm going to be curious to see how this distribution goes. Hurts, it's all about the wide receivers, folks. Look at this. So that's where that game is. Pittsburgh, Freiermuth, there it is. That's why he's my late tight end 1. Right there. That metric really encourages me. Seattle, Geno loves the tight ends as well. I mean, look at 3.0. Boy, they should be going. Geno, you should move that. That number should be 3.9 or 4. Come on. Think about it. They did pretty good last year. It could have been so much better. San Francisco, 3.9. That's a nice number. Kittle, 1.7. That's killing him. Come on, San Francisco. Tampa Bay, Curious to see on the running backs, does this continue here? Sad tight ends. Wide receivers, 4 O's, okay. So I'm Godwin and Evans. That's fine. Tennessee, boy, coming in. Hopkins coming in at a 2.9 activity. So we'll see. Will the man make that number change next year? We'll have some answers, but it won't be the next year. Wide receiver, Washington. Look at the running backs. They get my attention. So if Gibson and they can split and get some out of the backfield, they could be more valuable than you think. It could be the play them both weekly scenario if they can get a lot of peppering targets coming out of there. Okay, got lots more to do, folks. I hope to get this out by next week. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. Hey, is this fun or what? So, if the people you're paying money are not looking in this world and doing this kind of a, thumbnail analysis for you, this data, I will put this on our site eventually. But I'm going to go ahead and upload this video here, me running my mouth. I know you love me to run my mouth, but hey, I'm a college professor. Actually, university professor, not college. Okay, we're beyond college. We're university professor. Okay, we love this data. It's fun stuff. Come back, Dr. Bush, for the process.